What's going on, guys? D-Legend here. Today we have a PSA submission video, and we are submitting quite a few cards this time around for about 6 or 7 people other than myself. So let's dive right into it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave a like on this video to help support the channel. I really appreciate it. So 2 different subs going out this time around. So we have a regular sub. So the regular sub, we are submitting 4 Pokemon cards on behalf of Asan. Regular sub is about $75 right now, plus all the shipping and everything else. So there are a few different cards that we are submitting on behalf of Asan. This is a big boy. This is a first edition Neo Genesis Lugia. So let's try to get it out of this super tight sleeve if we can, very gently, because it's a very expensive card, even if it is scratched up on the front, unfortunately. Centering isn't the worst in the world. Left side is thicker than the right, and that's about it really, but there's a lot of scratches on the front, as you can see there. Some whitening up here, which is just based off how old this card is. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Whitening there as well. So this is for Asan, and I think he said that he was thinking a PSA like 7 potentially. Let's just sleeve this guy back up real quick here. Let me get some penny sleeves actually, because he had them in hard sleeve there. He needs to use penny sleeves for the submission anyways. So I'll get those ready here real quick. And then we'll move on to the next card, which is also for Asan. And I'll leave that there for now. Next up we have a Blaine's Charizard, also for same submitter. I'm only going to go over the higher end cards, really, because I don't have the time to go through every single thing that is submitted in this submission. But yeah, I really don't recommend using the fitted sleeves in general, because it can be really tight on the card and potentially damage it. But this is a Blaine's Charizard first edition from, I think, Gym Challenge or Gym something, one of those gym sets. I know for sure I have it right on the submission, but really nice card. Tiny little foil scratches up top there and right there as well. Pokemon foiling in the early days is kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh foiling for ghost rares. A little smudge mark there. I can try to get that off after. But yeah, there's definitely less whitening on this copy. Just down there, touch, and on the side there. But otherwise, yeah, and then just some like light silver, or like light edge wear there, I'd say. Centering is pretty good on this copy as well, ever so slightly off right to left, but top to bottom is pretty good. So yeah, sleeve that up with a brand new penny sleeve. And then the final 2 Pokemon cards, we have a Shining Gyarados. I might not take a super close look at this one, but I'm gonna have to get it out of the sleeve anyways, so might as well, I guess. Might as well. Yeah, really, really tight. Not a huge fan. So the holo is actually really nice on this one. I think this is the best out of the 3 so far. Centering ever so slightly off right to left, but it's like 51-49. Top to bottom is pretty good. This copy is pretty good. Touches of whitening there and there, and just get some more lighting in. There we go. Maybe a touch right there as well, but otherwise, really a nice looking card. Maybe a PSA 8, maybe a 9 on this guy. Blaine's Charizard, I think maybe an 8 is my guess. But they're pretty harsh with older Pokemon, so you never know. Could just be like a 7 for Blaine's Charizard, and then Gyarados might get an 8. Lugia, I think, probably will get a 6 or maybe a 7, but big price differences for a 6 and a 7. Lastly, we have Shining Magikarp, also pretty darn clean holo. Little bit of a foil line right there, horizontally. But centering on this one's pretty good as well, just ever so slightly off left to right, I'd say. Back of the card, maybe a touch of whitening on the corners there, but pretty normal with older Pokemon. Pretty nice overall. I'd say maybe an 8 for this one as well. We'll have to see how it does. But yeah, those are the 4 Pokemon cards that are going in to the regular submission for Asan. I'm gonna leave these off to the side. And then we're gonna go into the bulk submission. So this is a TCG Special. Can't even talk right now, I'm so tired. TCG Special, there are, I think, 63 cards going out in total. Let's just go right off the bat real quick here with these. These are for Disco TCG, or Disco Games, sorry. He's got 7 of these Pikachu on the balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I actually grabbed one of the ones that he graded recently off of him, one of the PSA 9s. And then these Scarlet and Violet promos from the pre-release, I think they're called. Pikachu is really nice in this. And I actually really like this card as well. Hopefully it comes out in the English TCG, and I will probably grab one just for my personal collection because it does look really nice. These are all for Disco. Value TCG should be about, like, if they're keeping up with the way that it's been, it should be like a 1 to 2 month turnaround, which is really, really fast. About $15 per card plus all the fees and stuff, and then my middleman fee, so I'm charging about $20 per card. But that basically means I can make nothing off of it, and it's quite a bit of work to do, so I'm gonna have to start upping my prices a little bit here in the future. But if you are interested in submitting with me in the near future, it'll probably be early April, by the way. Next up, we have some cards for our Captain Meowika on Instagram. So he's got an Obelisk, Slifer, and Raw from the Premium Gold series. Pretty nice cards. I think these are all pretty much pack fresh, so they all look pretty darn solid. I think he wanted them submitted in this order, so Obelisk, Slifer, and Raw, even though their set order is 30, 31, 32. I think he wanted them in this order because he put them in this order specifically, so I'm going to leave them like that. Same with these. These are Millennium Rares from, as you can see, from really cool hieroglyphics. From the 15th anniversary Korean Yami-Yugi set, I believe it's called. But yeah, I put these into the submission properly, I promise. Also, PSA doesn't like pull tabs anymore, so I'm going to take all these off. But just a heads up for the future, in case you guys didn't know, because I didn't really know until they actually put out a memo recently, because they never really do that. But they did this time. Next up, we have another beautiful SDK Blue Eyes White Dragon First Edition. Gorgeous card, just really, really rounded corners, as you can see. It looks like a kid just took the card itself and like just rounded out the corners for fun. It's a very maybe they even actually trimmed the corners. I don't even know, like with scissors or something, because this is not the way a card should look. So I hope that they grade this, and I hope that they, yeah, like I don't know if they tried to make it better centered or whatnot. I don't know if I doubt that Taylor did this himself, but it looks very interesting, and I really hope that PSA grades it. But they rounded the corners kind of like a YuGiOh or Pokemon card, which is strange to say the least, but really nice looking card. Next up, we have a starter deck box, Blue Eyes White Dragon. One of the first printings of Blue Eyes White Dragon from the OCG. Gorgeous card as well. And this actually has a slightly larger art box than the English version, which is cool. These are not going to grade very well, as you can see. Like, definitely have like seen better days, but we'll see what they get. Maybe like 4s or 5s, maybe potentially. Maybe not for this one, but this one maybe a 4, maybe a 3. And moving on, we have another Blue Eyes. This is from the 2017, I believe, Megatins. Nice secret rare. Should be graded well because it's a modern card. Next up, we have a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon from Magic Ruler, but this is not just a regular English version. This is actually an Asian English version, which is pretty cool. One of the first Asian English cards I've held in my hands. But yeah, really nice card. Let's actually take a quick look at this one because it is one of his higher end cards, and we should probably take a look at it in case PSA possibly damages it. I highly doubt it though. But yeah, really nice saturation on this card. I'd say it's pretty darn clean. I'm trying to look at it. Yeah, the foiling looks good. Back looks decent. Some scratches on the back. So maybe like an 8 or 9, but then touches of like edge wear there as well. So I'm gonna guess PSA 8 on this guy. but we'll see how it goes. And then moving on, we have 2 more cards for Taylor before we move on to somebody else's cards. We have Dark Magician of Chaos from Legendary Collection YuGiOh's World, secret rare, really nice looking secret. And a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from Legendary Collection Joey's World, or Legendary Collection 4. Moving on, we have some other Pokemon cards. These ones are from Mikey, from my friend from Canada. Guaranteed a VMAX, or V-Star, really cool card in gold secret rare. I think this is from, is this from Lost Order? No, I don't remember. It might be from Crown Zenith. I'm gonna have to double check before I submit it, but Sincere V-Star and a Radiant Charizard. Also, I think they're all actually from Crown Zenith, so pretty cool cards. And they should all get 10s because there are modern Pokemon cards and everything looks good to me with corners. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that these are going to get 10s on all of them. They're all well centered and everything too. So anyways, yeah, moving on. We have 3 more cards for, these are for Jape TCG on Instagram. Really cool guy, fellow Canadian. And these are all from Stairway to something. It's a video game promo. I don't remember the exact promo or video game that they came from, but really cool promos. Valkyrion is really awesome to go with the Duelist of the Roses trio, Alpha, Beta, Gamma. But yeah, these are all really clean, and these are actually OCG cardstock. With these early video game promos, they printed them with Japanese cardboard and processes, so really high quality. They're all really nice cards. They're all slightly off-centered in one way or another. This one's just off right, left to right. This one's also barely off left to right, and this one is actually pretty good. So we'll see how they do, but we will add those to the submission. Next up, we have some really cool cards for my friend in Germany, Ahmet. He's got a huge batch of cards that we're submitting for him today. So first and foremost, he has a Slifer, the Sky Dragon from YuGiOh the movie. YMA promo, really, really nice card. Yeah, don't have much else to say about that. That should get a 10 in my opinion. We'll see how it does. And then I can't go through every single one of these, but I will try my best to go through the majority of them. We have Elemental Hero Avian ×2 and a Burst Dinatrix from Elemental Hero Collection 1. Epic cards. Really, really nice secret rare on these. And the Vanilla Heroes, you can't not enjoy these. The backs all have some sort of scuffing on them, I'm pretty sure, like just because of the way that they were, like this one right here specifically has some waxing there. Just because of the way that they were stuck onto, like literally glued onto packs in the Elemental Hero collections. If you haven't seen what I'm talking about, search that up. But yeah, these cards are awesome. I'm not sure how they'll grade per se. We have next up an Elemental Hero Clayman from Elemental Hero Collection 2. Another really nice card. And yeah, I don't think there's any damage on any of these other than the fact that there's a bit of waxing on the back. Next up, we have an Elemental Hero Bladed from Elemental Energy, Ultimate Rare. Very nice indeed. Ever so slightly off-centered bottom to top, so that'll probably knock down a grade. But even if we get like a few 10s out of this batch, I'm sure he would be happy because he said he wasn't, like, he didn't think that we were going to get any 10s for him, so yeah. Ciaru from Dark Duel Stories. This is the second iteration of the video game because this is the 4th promo. Really cool card. Really nice condition as well because it is a Japanese cardstock. We have Zoa from TFK is, I can't remember right now off the top of my head either. But Zoa, very nice, another video game promo. We also have Metal Zoa from the same game. And then we have a German winged Karibo. This is beautiful. I'm going to have to take a look at this one. Not every day you get to hold European cards, let alone German cards. So really nice foiling. I'm not going to lie, guys. Like, Euro foiling is really nice. Like, that looks amazing in this lighting. So gorgeous card. Pretty darn clean. Tiny little scuffs, marks, or scratches on the back, but otherwise pretty darn clean. I think that this should get a 10. Ever so slightly off-centered. Bottom to top, I guess. But yeah, really nice card. I'm gonna have to stick these all in card savers for you as well, Amit. And then one of my favorites that he's submitting here is an Elements Hero Flaming Metal. Also German. Also Euro print, obviously. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. The stars just pop for you. Very nice card. Little tiny nick there at the top and right there as well. But that's gorgeous, guys. Little bit of a print line right there, or yeah, that's a print line. And some scuffing on the back as well. Nothing too crazy. Very nice card though. If this gets a 10, it would be huge, but I think it'll get closer to a 9 just because of the tiny little issues that it has. But you never know. PSA has been lenient sometimes these days, so we'll have to see. Next up, he has 2 Dark Arm Dragons from Turbo Pack 6 German version. Also really nice cards. They're European print, obviously, so there's potential for like little nicks like that on the corners. But yeah, really, really nice cards. Again, just don't have time to pull them all out of the top loaders and stuff, so we'll leave the one with the little nick at the back, or at the front, yeah. Next up, we have a Blackluster Soldier. OCG card. Ultimate rare, obviously. Beautiful card, like really, really nice. All right. Yeah, OCG print, amazing quality. Little tiny nick right there, unfortunately. But otherwise, really clean, maybe a 9. Hopeful for a 9 because it's really well centered and everything else. So let's hope for the 9 there. And he's got some more bangers as well, so don't even bother leaving yet, because we have Gaia the Dragon Champion. Beautiful ultimate rare. I love that they made ultimate rares in the early sets as well in the OCG. But yeah, I think these are going to grade really well. I didn't take a close look at them, but I did take a quick look at them when I pulled them out of their original sleeves. And then we have a Magician of Black Chaos. Beautiful ultimate rare print. He's got a really good eye for which cards to submit, because I mean just which cards in general to add to his collection, because these are all amazing cards and I would love to have them in my collection as well, but you know, I have different collection goals slightly, but really cool cards, like amazing and ultimate rare. Next up, we have a banger. This is huge. Like, you guys think that the Adidas collaboration shoes are good? Like, these DDS promos are even better. This is a Dark Magician from Dark Duel Stories. Probably technically the highest rarity of Dark Magician other than Ghost Rare that I got recently. Look at that beautiful prismatic shine. This is the first time I've held one of these in my hands, actually. Off-centered, as you can see, from left to right. But the front is immaculate. Back looks pretty good too. Little tiny weird little mark there. Maybe a pinhole type dent. And then a touch of like edgeware on the corner there. Maybe a tiny bit of a raised lip there, like just over to the right if you can see that. Otherwise, this card is pretty darn nice. I'm thinking PSA 8 just because of the minor issues and the off-centeredness, but either way, gorgeous card, huge money, even in PSA 8. Obviously 9 or 10 would be amazing, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Next up, we have 2 more cards for Amit. These are actually his friend's cards, but he's submitting them on behalf of him. A Metal Morph from FMR. I don't remember what that video game is either. Forbidden Memories, I think. And then a Necroface from Gladiator's Assault. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. First edition as well. I don't know how rare it was in German, but in English, obviously a very, very rare secret rare from Gladiator's Assault. One of the 15 in that set. And one of the ones that are actually hard to pull, so... yeah, okay, that is all the cards that I'm submitting on behalf of other people. Now I have my own cards. Let's just take a quick look at all of these. So I really went over the condition on a lot of these in my mail day video that you'll probably see before this, if I time it right. This is I think it's a Euro print Elements Hero Shining Flare Wingman. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I think it'll get a PSA 8 or 9, hopefully 9. Because that's the only reason why I'm submitting it, just to get a 9. Next up, we have an Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. Gorgeous condition as well on this one. Only issue is that it is off-centered. Really, really nice card. And yeah, I don't really see anything wrong with it other than it being off-centered. So yeah, it looks basically immaculate. It looks pack fresh to me. So hopefully this gets a 9, and then I'm going to sell it to somebody that has already basically prepaid for this, depending on the grade. So that's exciting because I already have a copy. And I actually recently graded one of these for another middleman client who got a PSA 9, so that's awesome for him. Next up, we have a Rainbow Dragon from Tactical Evolution, secret rare. Gorgeous foil bleed everywhere. You can't really see it here. I wish I could show you guys again, but I really showed you guys in the other video, so I'm gonna have to leave it at that. Phantasmal Martyrs as well, really nice card. Larkson said it was lightly played. I think it's probably near mint, but yeah, gorgeous card because it features all 3 Sacred Beasts in Ultimate Rare. Cool card to have for sure. Next up, we have a number 107 Galaxy-Size Tachyon Dragon from Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, first edition, Ghost Rare. Back is beautiful, like nothing wrong with it. Just the front has a few foil scratches. Hopefully this gets an 8, maybe a 9, who knows. I'd love a 9, but we'll see. Red Dragon Archfiend, Collector's Tin, also showed this in that other video, so I'm not going to go over it again. Just off-centered really is the main issue, so hopefully a 9 to add to my collection. Another Red Dragon Archfiend, Ghost Rare this time from Ghost from the Past 2. Foil is immaculate, I showed you guys in that other video. And the back looks good other than a touch of waxing on the back, so if this gets a 10, I'd probably keep it, but if it got a 9, I would probably sell it. I do have another 9. Power Tool Dragon, another Power Tool Dragon that I figured I'd grade as well because I graded a Collector's Tin version recently, but this is the Ultra Rare version, and there's actually quite a few people that really appreciate Ultra Rares of the Signer Dragons from 5Ds, so we'll see if we can grade this and then probably sell it. I don't know if I'll keep it or not yet. I do have the Ghost and the Collector's Tin version now, so. Strongwind Dragon, another card that I showed you guys the condition of in my mail day video. Alright, so yeah, Strongwind Dragon, like I said, really nice card, hopefully PSA 10, but even a 9 I would take, probably to keep in my personal collection. Next up, we have a ZW Leo Arms. Gorgeous card. Pulled this pack fresh myself in a shorts video that I actually posted recently, not too long ago. Gorgeous card, PSA 10 quality. Guaranteed, like probably 99% chance PSA 10. Next up, we have Shooting Majestic Star Dragon. This card is gorgeous as well. I showed this already in the mail day video, but I'm going to show you guys again because it looks amazing. Literally nothing wrong with this card other than ever so slightly off-centered left to right, and then a couple print lights on the back, but hopefully those don't get docked too hard. Yeah, just right to left centering is slightly off. And I have to go, so let's just finish this off real quick. I have 2 more cards, and they're both Starlights. We have Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Pulled this myself, so you guys know the condition. It is immaculate. PSA 10 condition for sure, other than the fact that it is slightly off-centered, so maybe not, but right to left, I'd say that's still within 60-40. What do you guys think? Let me know. But yeah, gorgeous card in Starlight Rare. Pulled this myself, the 3rd Starlight I've ever pulled, and I'm very happy with it because I'm going to keep this in my personal collection. And lastly, we have my favorite card in the entire submission for myself. If I can get it out of the top loader. Yeah, there we go. The Dark Magicians Starlight Rare from Battle of Chaos. Wow, that just looks amazing. And the back is pretty darn clean as well. Hopefully a 10. It's just ever so slightly off-centered is the main issue, and a couple tiny little scratches there. Probably came pack fresh like that. But a gorgeous card, right to left centering, slightly off, but really hoping for a 10 on this guy. That's a big card in the 10 for sure. I am expecting some up charges from this one because there are some higher end cards in the submission compared to the other ones that I've done recently. But yeah, I'm excited to send this off to PSA in the next day or so. Today is February 9th, so I'm going to send this off probably tomorrow or the day after that. And I'll let you guys know when it's back, and I will record another return video, obviously. So thank you guys for submitting with me, and thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and letting me know your favorite card.